The human playbook. I want to take the quote from from our Instagram, or yeah, the human playbook Instagram, and the quote is that one from Rick Rubin from the book The Creative Act. It goes like that: "We are not playing to win. We are playing to play, and ultimately, playing is fun. Perfectionism gets in the way of fun. A more skillful goal might be to find comfort in the process, to make and put out successive works with ease." Now let's go into the question round.
Okay.
First question, according to the quote: what, PJ, do you think is the need behind perfection?
Ooh. Why do we pursue it? Why do we seek it out? Why do we?
Yes. What's the need of being or doing perfect work? Why do you think humanity has such a big problem in pursuing perfectionism?
The first thing that's coming to mind is it might be like pain avoidance. It might be something like if somebody disapproves, if somebody doesn't like this, that's really devastating, and I need to do everything I can to prevent that pain. So it's a fear of a future painful state that might not even be real.
And that pain would be about other people, that they like you, that they like your work.
Yeah, it's a looking for external sources of validation. I think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same. I think perfectionism is, I don't know if you can call it a trauma, but yeah, it is. It is that you attach. First of all, you think that the things that you do, that they have something to do with you as a person, or who you are, and that means if the work is liked or disliked, it means you are liked or disliked. So I think that attachment is already dangerous. And then of course you want to do it perfect, because with perfect we believe we are probably more lovable in some sense. I don't know. I think that's. But it's funny that you also said it about liking people. I think the need behind perfectionism is probably to be liked as a person, to be lovable, right?
And perfectionism lets you procrastinate. Pursuing perfectionism is an avoidance strategy, I think, too. I think it lets you say, if you don't have some sort of discipline to say, I make something every day or I do this every week, no matter what, I'm always up against this is not good enough. But I have to publish something. I have to put something out. It's okay to pull back. It's okay to say something actually is not ready. I think it's an avoidance strategy too.
I love that, to just kind of keep on going, keep on creating. That's really nice. So I think that's where we would come to the next question then.
Okay.
How can we let go of that perfectionism? Like, what's the strategy for us? It might be one, as you said, to keep on creating, like keeping yourself accountable and say like, I gotta create every day. But what would be other strategies to fight perfectionism?
Well, I liked what you said about it's not about us, it's not personal. All of my work, all of my best work was delivered to me. I can't come up with any of it. If I try to come up with it, if my very limited human intelligence is trying to craft something, it's never really that good. What's very good is if I go quiet and I go for a walk and I open myself up and I let things appear. I remove resistance and I allow ideas to appear. And I'm sure you agree that's like the universal infinite intelligence, God, consciousness, whatever. Delivering things, it really doesn't belong to me. The best ideas really don't belong to us. And so if something doesn't do well, and that's a different conversation, like does it get liked on Instagram, does it sell well, etc., it becomes less personal and less painful because it's not really mine to begin with. I'm just being used by God or the universe or source or whatever
Yeah.
to put things out, and I might not be aware of the plan. Maybe it needs something that isn't super popular needed to be heard by like three specific people. So, but I mean, even yesterday I posted something and it didn't do that well, and it still hurt because it. What happens is I go, oh, I'm doing something wrong, and everything I'm doing is wrong, and I don't know how to fix it. So that's an easy spiral to like fall into. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah.
That's nice. That's interesting. It's like I
Mm.
think like that's a good strategy if I think about it like how to overcome perfectionism. It's like okay, if perfectionism involves the person, then why not taking the person out of the equation and say like it's God, it's consciousness, it's a higher
Mhm.
part of myself that's doing the work, and if it's not liked, I can just blame it on God. I can say,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like the higher part of myself. You didn't make great work today. It's okay. Maybe tomorrow you will deliver something through me that's better, but today I don't
Mhm.
know what you thought you would do through me, but
Or it could also be that I intervened and I picked the wrong thing and I reasoned incorrectly. I used my human reasoning, and that's not as powerful or sound. I could have messed it up. If I was
mm,
just completely letting go and completely open and very in alignment and in tune, maybe I would always be doing the best thing.
mm.
But I might be messing it up. Oh, the light looks interesting.
Interesting, yeah, that you might intervene, but
Hmm.
um, that would actually bring me to the third question then, with the intervention in the process that Rick Rubin says to find comfort in the process. I believe that the
Yeah.
intervention in the
Yeah.
process as a human being, it might make things more resistant, like uncomfortable maybe. The whole process doesn't feel like play anymore. It doesn't feel like a game with God. Um, yeah, so how can we find comfort in the process, which means how can we interfere less as human beings?
Well, that's such a good question. And the first part is you commit to doing something. For me, I want to do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
If it messes up today, doesn't matter. I'm always going to be doing something tomorrow.
Mm.
So you don't feel like you're at the end every single time. You need some sort of rhythm, some sort of pattern, frequency that you're committed to.
Mm.
And you're not changing everything every time. That's the comfort in the process. You can lean on that and find relief in the stability
Mm-hmm.
of a defined process. And the process can change. My process changes a lot. Um, but if you don't have a process, there's nothing to find comfort in. You are stumbling around in the dark. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very comforting to be able to lean on a structure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you kind of bring in the yeah the routine in some sense, but yes, I like the word structure. It's like you have a game plan, and especially to know like when I was back in the days in professional sports, it's like you mess up a race, but you know you gotta have the next race, so
Hmm.
you give yourself this space to fail and to not be good because you know you show up anyways. It doesn't matter what you do. That's a great way to find that comfort in just doing, and maybe even finding comfort in failing, finding comfort
Hmm.
in not being that good all the time. I think that's also important. That's interesting.
Because there are also really good things to learn from, like even like the thing I was talking about, how something didn't do well. If I lift myself up into a higher vibration and I feel gratitude for everything and gratitude for that, I actually can learn something from it.
Mm.
But if I do get really, if I feel guilty, if I feel sad or like angry or whatever, I'm actually unable to glean any learning from it.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually are kind of useful things that reaffirmed. Like
Yeah.
it's hard for me to articulate exactly like what I do, but and it changes over time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really important that what I put out makes me feel empowered and really good when I read it, and that's what other people will feel. If it doesn't do that for me, that means it's not actually lifting other people's vibrations either. And so that's super important for me to see that I need to do that. And if I don't do that, it might not work.
Yeah.
It clarifies things. Failure clarifies things.
Yeah. Yeah, I love to look at failure in that perspective. I mean, it isn't failure in that perspective anymore anyways, but I think, and it also kind of answers the fourth question for me from this quote, that if perfectionism is not our parameter, how do you say parameter, for
Perimeter, yeah.
if perfectionism is not the parameter for our success anymore, then what becomes our definition of success? Is it as you say, then is it the feeling to feel empowered, as you say, to feel like you lift the vibration of others through you making work that feels exciting? Or what's the definition of success then if it's not for perfection?
Well, I like that answer a lot. I think it's definitely that. But the one that came instantly to mind is continuity. Success is continuing. Success is not giving up. Because I think you probably heard a lot as a kid, like, don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up.
Yeah.
And that sounds so obvious. It's like, okay, fine, easy. No, it's hard.
Yeah.
And you'll be given millions of reasons to give up. And people do it every day. People take themselves out of the race all the time.
Yeah.
And so success is continuing on a hard trail. And sometimes it's easy and sometimes it isn't.
Yeah, I love that. And maybe continuity, we can, for me, a word that would describe that is actually expansion. It's like, I feel like success in our sense, it's like achieving this thing that kind of is dead. If I achieve the goal, what's from there? You have the
Yeah, now what?
yeah, you have the skill, you have the money, you have the partner, whatever. But what from there? Like, it will be stagnant, and nothing in nature is stagnant. So a continuity, I think I love the translation for myself to see it as expansion. It's like you always keep on expanding. There's never an end to this journey. There isn't always an infinite journey of discovery in that sense, and you never stop.
Yeah, and that's what Abraham is always saying too. You came here to expand.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I think that's.
I love that.
Yeah, I think that's where I have it from. That's nice. All right, and now the fifth, the fifth and last question.
Okay.
Rick Rubin says to create work with ease, and I also love that sentence. The ease, like, how do you, in old philosophies they were always talking about the Tao, like, you are still creating and doing things, but it feels effortless. You're not lazy. It's not like non-action. It's a lot of action and doing, but it feels effortless. So what would you say for you are three things that make your creative endeavor or your life which help you to live it with more ease? What brings more ease in your life? Like, if you have to name three things.
Wow. Well, I'll start by saying all of the best work comes the easiest, which is very strange. All of the worst work you had to really grind for and try to do yourself.
Yeah.
How do I make things easy? Well, we talked about like having a structure and a system, kind of walls that you can bounce around in. That makes you feel more safe, and it makes you feel like you can take more risks within those edges. That makes it easy. And I want to get to the third one because I think the third one is the most important. So let me think of a second one.
All right.
Or I'll just skip to the third one then. I think the most important to make things easy is to go into a high vibration, to work yourself up into joy, peace, love, laughter. Humor and unseriousness, I think, is like way up there on the scale. And that's where you can easily get access to anything, the energy you need to play tennis really hard, the energy you need to access really good ideas, the energy you need to have brilliant conversations with people. That's how you make things easy, is you work yourself up into gratitude, love, joy, peace, humor,
Yeah.
all of those things.
I love that.
So maybe I only have 2 answers.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 answers, but we could do a third one, which is your most effective method to actually get into that higher vibration. And then we have 3.
My most effective?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sort of discovering a new one, or a new one for me, and it's prayer.
Oh, nice.
But it's not like a begging prayer. It's not like I want, I need, please help. It's like it's just like I am. I am these things, and I am so grateful. I am a very tuned in artist. All of these things, and I don't really understand meditation, but it is sort of meditation. You're breathing yourself into a high vibration within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
High vibration meaning like that really, really delicious feeling in like your abdomen.
Yeah.
Another thing is going for a long walk. That's always been my thing, of how I can work myself up into like, the world is so amazingly beautiful and life is so beautiful and I'm so lucky to be here.
Yeah.
It can happen within like 3 minutes.
Oh, I love it. I love it how that always connects to these old philosophies when we just talk about creativity and doing things. Like you say prayer in the Bible, you don't need to be religious or whatever, but it's even written like pray as if it's already given to you. So like I am is the present statement of you already are, so you do that. The second thing is like lifting your vibration with fun and laughter. Like Albert Einstein, he said creativity is intelligence having fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So it's so nice how it connects there, and it makes total intuitive sense of what you just said to get that creative stuff flowing. Yeah, I love it. That was really helpful. That was helpful for me especially.
Good. Yeah.
Nice. All right, Dan, that was your 5 questions. I'm basically looking forward for the next one, and yeah, thanks for
this is
being
gonna be
here
really
today.
fun.
Yes.
We're gonna read every book that's ever been written.
Yes.
Perfect.
Nice.
Thanks, Sven.
Thank you. The Human Playbook.